I'm going to go out there, I'm going to push, I'm going to be in his face. You know, my coaches and my training camp was prepared for me to get in there and go to war.
Every time he's trying to step in to keep the pressure on me, he's going to run into a punch. And if he doesn't run into a punch, he's running into a knee. Either way, he's running into a knockout.
I'm the best in this weight class. And tonight, I'm going to prove it by beating Dominick Cruz.
I'm the UFC champion. I'm undefeated at 135 pounds, and there's nothing that Demetrius can do to stop me.
And here we go! Tonight, the world-famous Octagon has arrived in our nation's capital, Washington, D.C. This is UFC Cruz versus Johnson on Versus. The crowd is hungry for some action, and they will be treated to some of the greatest mixed martial artists in the world competing inside the Octagon. Hi again, everybody. Mike Goldberg, Joe Rogan. Tonight, we have the bantamweight title on the line. And Joe, you know, you talk about speed, emotion, evasiveness, warrior spirit, and then you talk about Dominick Cruz at 135. Very unique, highly effective.
This is the fastest, most technical division, and these are the two fastest, most technical guys in that division. In Dominick Cruz, you've got a whirlwind of momentum, a guy who never stops moving, has some of the best cardio and best footwork in any division in mixed martial arts, and he's taking on arguably a man that might be even faster than him. In his fight with Kid Yamamoto, he showed absolutely ridiculous speed, brilliant takedowns, brilliant punching and kicking. He's got good submissions, a well-rounded game, and a big threat to the title of Dominick Cruz.
Yesterday at the weigh-ins, you see the size difference. Unbeaten at 135 is Cruz, and Johnson wants to leave tonight as the new bantamweight champion.
And he has a real threat, Mike. Dominick Cruz is in a very good fight tonight. What we have in Mighty Mouse Johnson is a man who can move as fast, if not faster, than the current champion, which is completely ridiculous. He's got a great skill set to try to take off this fight because of his takedowns, because of his punching, because of his well-rounded game. He's a definite threat to anyone at 135 pounds. He showed that against Miguel Torres, and he showed that against Kid Yamamoto, and tonight he wants to get that title.
The great matchups just keep on coming. Bantamweight title on the line. Also tonight, it is truly time to rumble. In the welterweight division, Anthony Rumble Johnson battles the Spaniard, Charlie Brenneman, seeking his third straight UFC victory. In the heavyweight division, the 6'11" skyscraper, Dutch kickboxer Stefan Struve faces 5'11" powerhouse striker Pat Barry. And coming up next, it's a lightweight rematch as handsome Matt Wyman fights Ultimate Fighter winner Mac Danzig. The UFC on Versus is being brought to you by Bud Light. It's the sure sign of a good time. Here we go. Welcome back to our nation's capital, Verizon Center, Washington, D.C. Tonight's UFC on Versus is available in high definition. Let's get things started in the lightweight division. Veterans of The Ultimate Fighter, Season 5's Matt Wyman and Season 6 winner Mac Danzig are set to meet again to continue the battle that started months ago. At UFC 115, lightweights Matt Wiman and Mac Danzig competed in one of the most controversial bouts of the year, with Wiman scoring a first-round submission win. Tonight, these veteran contenders get to settle the score.
I was never in danger of being choked out. It was really unfortunate. This whole thing has been lagging on for too long. It's time to go in there and get it done and over with and see who the better fighter really is.
I feel like I'm better than him everywhere. Everywhere he takes a fight, he's going to run into problems, or everywhere I take the fight, I'm going to be one step ahead of him.
After a crushing 3-fight losing streak, Ultimate Fighter Season 6 winner Mac Danzig has righted his ship with a win over Justin Buchholz before his controversial loss to Wiman. Now, following his first-round knockout of Joe Stevenson, Danzig's shot at redemption is here.
My main job is to keep his fight standing and to hurt him standing, make him want to take it to the ground and punish him for it every time.
A 3-time Fight of the Night award winner, Matt Wiman's ability to always deliver fights that fans are talking about on Monday morning is uncanny. Tonight, the former Ultimate Fighter star will look to make it 2 in a row over Mac Danzig.
Really good at imposing my will, enforcing my will, and dictating where the fight goes and how the fight goes. Via submission, knockout, or decision, all I know is that I'm going to win.
Coming up next, Mac Danzig fights handsome Matt Wiman. You are watching the UFC on Versus. For our first fight of the night, Matt Wiman, 28 years old. Danzig is 3 years his elder. He is shorter, but Danzig will have a 3-inch reach advantage. We are ready for the rematch. And to get things started with the official introductions, the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live from the Verizon Center in Washington, D.C. for UFC on Versus. And now, it's time to begin our first bout of the evening. 3 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record, 21 wins, 8 losses, 1 draw, standing 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds, fighting out of Los Angeles, California. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the Ultimate Fighter Season 6 winner, Mac Danzig. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a freestyle fighter holding a professional record, 13 wins, 6 losses, standing 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 156 pounds, fighting out of Arvada, Colorado, handsome Matt Wiman. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Fernando Yamasaki.
The answer is yes. That is the brother of Mario Yamasaki, Fernando Yamasaki, our referee.
Are you ready? Are you ready? A punch!
Here we go. The rematch is underway. Blue trunks for Wiman. White trunks for Mac Danzig. Inside leg kick by handsome Matt Wiman.
And there you see right away, Matt Wiman is always aggressive. Rarely gives his opponent any opportunity to rest. Good tie up here.
Trying to go body head.
Good uppercuts landed here by Danzig.
Danzig was trying to go body head, and now he goes with the knee. Work the clinch game. Both men do in the center of the octagon early. Nice elbow. Danzig trying to force Wiman up against the cage. Good elbow again by Wiman. First fight back in June of 2010 lasted 1 minute and 45 seconds.
Takes down in the triangle position, can't get his leg over. Mac Danzig has a hell of a Kimura. Look for that.
He's finished all of his fights, sorry Joe, on the Ultimate Fighter. 11 total wins by submission, many, as you mentioned, with the use of the Kimura.
He's holding on to the head of Wiman with his right, but can't get his arm underneath the neck. And he's keeping an eye on that right arm. for a potential Kimura. He could also roll him over here with a hip. Can't get it up to his feet. Now he's on top. Okay. Now he's got one arm under the neck and one arm under the armpit, but does not have it completed.
Wyman really holding on to that left leg of Mac Danzig.
Yeah, Wyman being very aggressive. His takedown. Oh, he's got a good guillotine attempt here, but Wyman spun out of it.
Nice quick hands by Mac Danzig. A nice flurry. And he continues to rip the body.
Wyman
calling for an elbow. Yep. Now he comes back.
Good defense by Danzig there, too, in that exchange.
Big swing by handsome Matt Wyman. Good pace early. Stylistically, we knew this was once again, Joe, going to be a good matchup.
Well, as I said, Wyman is never in a dull fight. He's always very aggressive. And Danzig desperately wants to get that win back. Very upset with the result of the last fight.
Danzig coming off his knockout of the night performance against Joe Stevenson. The Ultimate Fighter winner against the Ultimate Fighter winner. Mac Danzig, the first man to knock out Joe Daddy in over 11 years. Head kick. Just past the midway point of our first round here at Verizon Center, Washington, D.C.
What Wyman is really good at is keeping guys on their heels, forcing guys back, not giving them much space.
And he's always been one to push the pace, but his conditioning since training in Arvada, Colorado at altitude, Joe, is just that much better than it was earlier in his career, and it was very good then.
Yeah, well, that is a good choice by him, especially with the style that he employs, and it does have a significant benefit, training at altitude and coming down here to sea level. Huge advantage as far as the ability to move oxygen in your blood.
Lead right hand, now he leads with the left hook. And again, they work the clinch. Very exhausting pace here in round one. Good knee.
Body. And good body punches by Danzig. Goes to the head as well, right in front of us here.
Danzig really ripping into the body.
Oh,
which is what just happened with the knee
by Wyman. And that made Danzig back up.
Yeah, he felt that one.
Yeah, he's on his bicycle here. Good counter shots. Mac Danzig looks like a boxer here now. Oh, Wyman charging after him. Danzig's bleeding from the nose, Mike.
Yep. Uppercut.
Good combo, good
elbow again. To the leg. Trying to clinch up, but he ate another elbow as Danzig.
These guys are picking up right where they left off.
Yeah, they are. 45 seconds.
Good right hand by Wyman. A good body kick by Danzig.
What a battle. What a way to get things started tonight on Versus.
Danzig is having some good, Wyman rather, is having some good success with that right leg kick. You see the swelling and the redness on Matt Wyman's left leg. Good knees to the body by Wyman.
You know, this is such an even fight. It may really, Joe, come down to who's having a better day, and right now, both men look very sharp.
Good left hook to the body, and Wyman looking for the takedown here, but again, Danzig with chin control.
10 seconds. Great pace in the first 5 minutes of our first fight of the night.
He does
getting set, getting set for the start of the second round. Mouthpiece for Matt Wyman. And there it is.
Let's go, man!
Now the big smile on the face of Wyman exposed the fact that he did not have his mouthpiece in. Danzig splitting his training time between Los Angeles and Extreme Couture in Vegas. Gil Martinez in his corner. Looking for the big right hand. Nice kick.
Wyman is very difficult to time, Mike. Danzig lands a couple good shots in there.
Hey, let's defend this takedown.
Just able to change gears so quickly, Joe, and hit you either a half second early or a half second later than you think it's coming, which can be effective both ways.
Good uppercut on the inside by Danzig. And that was what Gil Martinez was calling for in the corner. Wants those short elbows as well from Danzig.
Good straight right. Born in Cleveland, raised in Pittsburgh, Mac Danzig. Born in Denver and back home, now in Arvada, Matt Wyman.
I think Wyman rather surprises a lot of people with his aggressive pace. Takedown by Danzig.
Nicely done.
Very nice in half guard.
Danzig is very good with his submission skills.
Put your hand over his mouth.
11 wins by submission, 5 by knockout, 21 total.
Including his victory in the Ultimate Fighter finale.
Yep. Finished
Side
all
control,
those fights.
Side control. He snuck very nicely into side control there, but Danzig, or Susie Wyman, got his feet back in place. Wyman throwing up a triangle attempt here.
Trying to lock it in. Now working on the arm.
Turn to an armbar if he can get his right foot across the face of Danzig. Oh, switch it to the other side. Nice. Very nicely done by Matt Wyman.
Trying to lock in a submission.
Oh, that looks good.
He might be able to get it here.
That looks very tight. Danzig's in trouble.
Trying to finish this fight.
Danzig trying to keep his hands together. He's in trouble, Mike. Make no mistake about it. Danzig's got to stack him just like that. Keep him bent. Keep his arm bent.
The corner.
He's still in trouble. He's still in trouble.
The corner saying stay heavy. Do not let him extend. Stay heavy.
He's got to do that, but he's out. He's out. Nicely done by Mac Danzig.
And big, vicious ground and pound now.
But awesome technique by Wyman. You know what he did, Mike? He baited him on one arm and then switched it to the other.
Danzig in the half guard now. Kind of a half butterfly guard.
Wyman with a Kimura attempt. And that is Danzig's favorite technique. Danzig is excellent at this. But he's in trouble here. He's trying to defend. He's trying to get his left knee over his arm so he can't get it extended and locked up. See how he's doing that? He's stepping over with his left leg. That's to defend himself. He also wants to grab his own shorts. You are allowed to grab your own shorts to defend. You cannot grab your opponent's shorts.
And he's good again. Still trying to work on Wyman with the ground and pound is Danzig. Under 90 seconds on the clock here in the second round.
Wyman trying to stand up with that guillotine attempt. He's back up to his feet with a couple nice elbows.
And a flurry by Danzig again. Looking for the uppercut. Oh, nice elbow. There's the uppercut.
And a good right hand response from Wyman as well.
What a good battle, this rematch. Leg kick. And a straight right hand. Wyman hammering forward.
One of the reasons why Wyman's style works, Mike, is because he's got a great chin. He can take it as well as dish it out. Because this moving forward pressure style of his leaves him open to counters, but he eats them and keeps coming.
He said, did Matt Wyman, I am good at forcing my will. And he feels that Danzig will not be able to stop it. He's certainly trying to force his will tonight. Again with the leg kick. Under 30 remains in the round. Oh,
good shots there by Danzig.
Good slip and counter. Danzig looks very sharp with the body shots today. Final seconds of round number 2. Danzig fought through a couple of good submission attempts. They meet again nearly 16 months later. Third and final round. And Wyman comes out swinging. Blue trunks for Wyman, white trunks for Danzig. Tried the Superman punch, finished it with the head kick.
Danzig is looking for those counter shots.
1 and 2 shots, baby. 1 and 2 shots.
Over the top.
Angle, there you go.
He's having a hard time placing those counters, though, Mike.
Very nice. Angle, get out of there. Yes. Get off the cage. Get off the cage.
Right off the cage now.
Wyman with a good right hand.
Keep that up, Matt. Keep that up.
To the body.
Right here.
Good short shots in there by Danzig.
Get out of there, Matt. Nice.
Good hand movement and a lot of dirty boxing tonight by Danzig in these clinch situations a la Randy Couture. The elbow by Wyman now. Another one.
Let's get the takedown, Matt, if you want it. Finish circle, Matt. Come on. Yes.
Now the rematch living up to its billing. Elbows again. Cut under the eye, the first one opened him up. And another elbow.
Oh, good counters.
Nice lead. Shot to the body.
Went for a takedown attempt, did not get it.
3.5 remains in this fight.
Oh, good sharp counter by Danzig.
Pressure now, pressure. He's gassing out.
Let's see. Yep, you hear the corner saying he's gassing out. Let's see if Danzig can empty the cardio.
This fight is at a hell of a pace.
Yeah.
Both these guys are noticeably slowing down this third round. Good elbow there by Wyman. Good punches in tight by Danzig. Another nice elbow. Oh!
Over the top.
Wow, what a fight.
A lot of elbow, knee, trapping.
And look at this, Wyman going for a takedown now. He drops down, but Danzig's on top of him.
Danzig trying to take advantage of perhaps a fatigued Matt Wyman whose nose is bloodied up.
Danzig's going to get his back. He gets that over-under, Mike.
Joe, as I said earlier, it may come down to who is having a better night. And Danzig may have more left in the tank right here with 220.
Wyman's style is so exhausting, Mike. He's got one hook in. He needs to get that right leg underneath. And Wyman's trying to defend it. Danzig's doing a good job of staying on the back, though. He might slide off the top, though, and he does. Now he's on the bottom.
2 minutes.
He's on the bottom in half guard. Made a critical error, and the error there, Mike, one of the big parts of it is that he went with double underhooks instead of an under-over. When you go with an over-underhook, it's easier to stay on the back, harder to slide off.
A lot of swelling on the forehead of Danzig from the exchanges with the trapping in the knees and the elbows. 90 seconds.
Well, Wyman's hit him some real solid elbows. And here's some ground and pound by Wyman. Danzig's trying to scramble to get back up to his feet, but he just doesn't have the energy. Big swelling all over the forehead of Matt Danzig. Look at his forehead, Mike.
Man.
And he's fighting off his back here, but this is a battle.
Hematoma from these elbows. He's able to get back to guard, but Wyman's still able to be effective with his ground and pound. Closes the guard now. 1 minute. Very closely contested rematch of the fight from Vancouver in June of 2010. He's trying to wall walk.
Wyman's keeping him down, though. Standing over him. Wyman and Danzig's up.
Man, 30 seconds. Grueling pace. And an exhausting style to this fight.
Well, all Wyman's fights are like this.
There's the head fighting a second ago, 15 seconds. Man, he'd like to complete one last takedown.
Danzig trying to stay on top of him here. Drops down for a guillotine.
Final seconds of the fight.
He's got it tight.
He gives the thumbs up, and the judges will render their decision.
What a fight. What a fight.
The rematch goes the distance. Our official decision is coming up next. Versus drops the puck on a new NHL season Thursday with an opening night doubleheader. First, the Flyers visit the defending Stanley Cup champion Bruins. Then, the Penguins take on the Canucks. The NHL on Versus. Hockey is here. Good back and forth battle for 15 minutes, Joe.
Absolutely, and what a pace it was. And here you see the Matt Wyman elbows in tight. Nice short elbows. And here's Danzig returning with some boxing.
That was a good one. That was a good one, though.
And here is Matt Wyman on top, dropping some ferocious ground and pound elbows. And at the end of the fight, Mac Danzig tries to lock up a submission, but Matt Wyman gives the thumbs up to let the referee know he's okay.
Well, let's find out who has won this rematch with the official decision. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score this contest on all cards, 29-28, for the winner by unanimous decision, handsome Matt Wyman.
Wyman the winner by unanimous decision. Victorious again against Mac Danzig.
All right, I'm here with the winner, handsome Matt Wyman. What a fight and what a hell of a pace you put forward there, fella. That was, you know, that's your style. You really get aggressive and get in front of guys. You picked this fight up exactly where you guys left off from the first fight.
Boy, Joe, feels good to be on the other end, you know? I always fight the same, and the judges didn't see it the same way before, and I'm glad that I got it this time.
Well, you landed a lot of very nice elbows inside. Let's take a look at some of the replays here. You hit him with some great elbows up against the cage and real good ground and pound. At the end of the fight, were you concerned at all about the decision?
Boy, you got to, especially when I feel like, you know, I dominate, and judges have seen it differently before, so you never freaking know. And I just go out there and try to fight my hardest, you know, from start to finish. And got to give a lot of respect to Mac, man. He fought tough. I was very impressed with him. I want to thank God for widening the steps beneath my feet, and my family for all the support, all my training partners for getting me ready, the UFC and Mac Danzig for making this happen.
Thank you for a great fight, and congratulations. Matt Wyman, ladies and gentlemen.
Matt Wyman referring to the decision against Dennis Siver tonight. It goes his way. He wins for the 8th time in his UFC career. Matt Wyman, the winner in front of Uriah Faber and the Filipino Wrecking Machine. Still to come, it's our main event of the evening as this man, the Dominator, Dominick Cruz, the UFC's first ever bantamweight champion, looks to remain unbeaten at 135 and defend his title against Mighty Mouse, 14-1 Demetrius Johnson, who is coming off a dominant performance against former WEC champion Miguel Angel Torres. And coming up next, Anthony Rumble Johnson fights 14-2 Charlie Brenneman. But first, Joe Rogan talks to the men who will battle for the UFC Lightweight Championship 1 week from tonight. Frankie Edgar and Gray Maynard. This is the UFC on Versus.
All right, I am joined via satellite with the champion, Frankie Edgar from Toms River, New Jersey, and the challenger, Gray Maynard from Las Vegas, Nevada. They are 1 week away from their epic contest. Will take place October 8th in Houston, Texas for the Lightweight Championship of the World. Now, Frankie, I'm going to start with you first. An incredible last fight that you had with Gray Maynard, and one of the most exciting and, for you, dangerous first rounds ever. What an incredible round that was. How did you get through that first round? And tell me what was going on in your mind, if you can remember, while Gray Maynard was all over you and it was so close to being stopped.
Yeah, you know, I was just trying to stay there, make sure I didn't give a reason the ref to stop it. You know, Gray did a good job of jumping on me and, you know, being persistent. You know, that's just, I believe it's just my preparation to help me get through it, and my team, you know. Hearing them definitely got me through it, kind of zeroing in on them and not worrying about, you know, getting that onslaught.
Now, Gray Maynard, you are the only man that holds a victory over Frankie Edgar. You beat him by decision, and to come that close to the title, tell us, how frustrating is that, and how determined are you to win this rubber match?
Again, he's a tough kid, you know, and the draw, it just, you know, it got me going again. And I've been pumped probably from the time January 1st. So can't, you know, for October 8th, I'm going to be prepared.
Well, I'm going to ask you first, Frankie, since you are the champion, you're going to meet Gray Maynard in 1 week from today. Do you have any words for him, or tell him what's going to go down next week?
I'm going away with the win. You know, January 1st, left a bad taste in my mouth. It was an exciting fight, you know, ended in a draw. It's going to be another exciting fight, but I'm gonna go home with the W.
Gray Maynard, same question to you. Next week, 1 week from today, is your opportunity to win that title you've been searching for so long. Tell Frankie Edgar how it's going to go down.
It could be a war. It could be quick, but either way, I'm coming out with the belt. You know, he's a tough kid, and he'll come prepared, and I'll come prepared. And for me, I love that fight.
Well, I love that fight as well. One of the most highly anticipated rematches in the lightweight division, October 8th, next Saturday night for the UFC Lightweight Championship of the World. The champion, Frankie Edgar, will meet the challenger, Gray Maynard. I can't wait to see it. Gentlemen, good luck, and we'll see you in a week.
1 week from tonight, on Saturday, October 8th, 2 titles are on the line as Bud Light presents